Denai Johnson hanging out with Akon.
I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah.
Yeah, how you doing?
So far, so good.
Good. Thank you so much for joining us. So good to have you sitting here. I gotta admit, I'm supposed to be professional and cool and chill right now, but I'm freaking out and fangirling inside because honestly, I say this from my heart. I love you. I'm fangirling inside right now. This is Akon.
This is great.
I love
My
you.
first time hearing that, actually, fangirling.
Really?
So I can say fanguying if it was me.
I've never heard anybody say fan guy, but you know what? Akon says
Fan
it,
man.
so
I'm a fan man.
I think that sounds a little
That
bit
sounds cooler, right? Fan man.
fan man. I like that. All right, fan man. We just locked it in with Akon. So I was kind of just stalking you on social media last night. Let's be honest. I mean, we all do a little bit of it, but I'm just going to be honest about it.
I kind of took your listen.
And I gotta say, you have the most amazing smile.
Thank you.
Can we give some of that to the camera? Like, get in on this.
I'm always smiling. It never turns off.
Give it. Can you give like a good cheese?
Oh.
Give it. Yeah, baby. It's good. It's good. Get that out of the way.
Actually, I'm turning her on right now.
Yeah.
So she gets sweaty and all that.
Oh gosh. Let's keep it pro. Let's keep it pro. You know, our Virgin Radio listeners are.
And it's virgin on top of that.
We gotta
so it's like, yikes.
I'm just setting myself up here.
You walk right into that one.
I did. All right, let's get into more of the business side of things. So, first of all, what have you been, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing in Africa, because this is really amazing.
Well, I have an energy company, and we're focused solidly on solar energy. So we figured solar energy will be the best way for Africa, because Africa never runs out of sun. And actually, Africa, I'm sure everyone knows, but has a huge energy crisis, so this was the perfect time to actually go in and do something.
So tell us what you did. You actually brought energy to how many people in Africa?
Well, the goal is 600 million people. We started off with 1 million, and we accomplished that within the year. And we just kept expanding. So now we want to do 48 countries within now in 2020.
It's incredible.
We're in 14 countries now.
It's amazing. So what made you kind of shift gears and go from, because we're just doing some insane things with music, we're talking, Grammys, working with Michael Jackson, and you're doing so many accomplishments that I can't even memorize them all. So what made you kind of decide you were, on that high? What made you decide to take the time out of that life? Because I think a lot of celebrities could have continued to just do that and be selfish.
Well, with me, I like to get into, you could say, more of a social entrepreneurship. Like, I don't want to get into anything or any kind of business that's not going to help somebody else.
Right.
When it came to Africa, it's just different because first of all, I am African. And then what triggered it the most was the fact that I went back to my own neighborhood when I was a child. That I grew up with, like well water, no electricity, living on kerosene lamps and candles. Mm-hmm. And when I went back home to visit my grandparents, it was the same situation. So it was like, yo, you mean to tell me no one's done nothing about this?
Yeah.
Not only would it be a good business, but it's actually something that's going to help the people. So that was the trigger that started everything.
It's amazing. You've changed the lives of so many people.
That's what's up.
It's awesome. I love it. Okay, so it's been, 7 years since we've heard...
It's been that long?
Since you put out a new album, it's been about 7 years,
Wow,
right?
time flew. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's been 7 years, really?
7 years. Yeah, so tell us, you've got this new album that's coming out, and tell us a little bit about the app, the way I love the way that you're releasing this album is different than really nobody's done this.
Yeah, I'm releasing it on an app, so it's an app album. That's what I'm calling it. Cool. And I've already patented guys, so don't try it. Got to come to me to get clearance. But ultimately, the whole idea, I'm putting out 5 albums at one time, but I'm going to start off with the first 4 genres.
That's what you've been doing the last 7 years. I'm sure taking 5 albums.
Because I'm by trade, I'm a producer-songwriter, so I'm always creating songs, whether it's for me or somebody else. So the records those happened just unexpectedly. I just picked the right records that I felt was perfect for my audience. And then lately I've been recording a lot more new records too, because as I'm back on the road, I'm starting to see the sound has changed, audience has changed. So those, minor little fixes is happening at the moment. But the whole idea of the app is that when you download the app, there'll be 4 apps available to you. The first app is completely unlocked. and you get to choose which genre, whether it's the reggae album, whether it's the hip hop album, the dance album, or the world music album. It's up to you, right? Depending on what you like to hear me in. Once you unlock it, then your participation on the app will, of course, my idea was so that you could be rewarded for what you do best, and that's to listen to my music. So the more you listen, you gain Akoins. Akoins is the virtual currency on the app that you can utilize to unlock apps number 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I
Very
mean?
cool. So smart, because now, I mean, you're going to appeal to every audience with all the different albums and genres of music.
Absolutely.
And how amazing is that you have the talent and the ability to create all those genres of music?
Yeah, because everyone thought I was really pretty ambitious when I first started. I didn't know exactly what's going on.
Just a little. I mean, Africa, clothing line,
iTunes
music.
And purchased 5 albums. Well,
Which brings me to my
my
next thing here. You're actually also in the Guinness Book of World Records, right?
Yeah, for most rated.
Yeah. Can you guys call my phone? Can someone call my phone?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. So yeah, Akon is in the Guinness Book of World Records, in case y'all didn't know, for a little something. Yes! Let's go. So,
All right.
you like that? Yeah! So it's kind of crazy that you have sold the most ringtones out of any other artist in the world.
Yeah, that's including the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Bob Marley, you name it.
So, once again, slightly talented.
That's a blessing.
Speaking of, we were talking about Michael Jackson before. What was it like working with him?
Oh man, that was amazing. That's when I realized I made it.
Yeah.
Because you never really know that you made it until something like that happened.
Yeah.
You're like, I must really made it if I'm here with Michael Jackson. He's asking me for a record.
So cool.
You're like, dang. You're like, yo, is this real?
Yeah,
You
no
start
kidding.
touching.
Pinch.
So yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
crazy. He's the coolest guy ever, man. I wish the world would have got a chance to see him the way I saw him. Because like the industry just have a way of painting this picture of who you are.
Yeah, of course.
And it was, I think everyone is completely off.
With Michael Jackson?
I was so off. Like, I had no idea. Coolest guy ever.
That's amazing. What is next for you? Of course, can you tell us when the album's coming out?
Well, that's the whole idea. I've been jinxed every time I say the album is coming. Something happens and stops it from coming. So this time, I didn't give out no dates. But I do have a hint for you. You do have to go on akon.com to register to download this app. And then the day of release, it's going to pop up on your notifications and you'll download it. And then we're going to let everybody know that it's available.
It'll be like Christmas. I love it.
Bam.
Can't wait. Amazing. Okay, well, thank you so much, Akon, for joining us.
Absolutely.
Cheers. I'm Denai Johnson. This is Akon, and you got it locked on Virgin Radio.
DJ and AK. Peace.
94.5 Virgin Radio. Vancouver's #1 hit music station.